Episode 2, First Impressions. The next evening, Aster couldn't resist the urge to return to the village. His heart raced as he dressed in the same simple clothes and slipped out of the palace. The quiet thrill of his new freedom filled him with excitement. As he reached the marketplace, he quickly spotted Chris, standing by his small stall of wooden carvings. Today, Chris was carving a tiny bird, carefully shaping the wings. Aster watched for a moment, amazed by Chris's skill. "Back again?" Chris asked with a friendly smile, noticing Aster. "Yes," Aster replied, trying to sound casual. "I just wanted to see your work again. Do you need any help?" The idea of working, even for a short while, felt exciting and strange to him. Chris looked surprised but nodded. "Sure. You can help me set up these items. Just be careful, some of these carvings took me days to make." Aster carefully placed the small wooden animals and birds on the stall. His hands felt clumsy compared to Chris's quick, confident movements. A few villagers came by, examining the carvings and chatting with Chris. Aster listened, curious about the people's stories and struggles. "Where are you from?" Chris asked as they worked. "You don't seem like you're from around here." Aster hesitated, not wanting to reveal his true identity. "Oh, I live a little far from here," he said, hoping it sounded believable. "I wanted to learn about other places and meet new people." Chris nodded, seeming to accept the answer. "Well, you picked a good spot. This village might be small, but it's full of interesting people." As they worked side by side, Aster noticed how easily Chris laughed and smiled, despite his hard work. Aster admired Chris's simple joy and wondered if this was what he'd been missing all his life. The villagers greeted Chris warmly, as if he were an important part of their lives. Aster had never felt this close to people in the palace, where everyone was polite but distant. After a few hours, Chris handed Aster a small wooden carving, a fox with a clever, playful look. "Here, take this. You helped me today, so it's yours," Chris said with a grin. Aster took the carving, feeling a warm glow of pride and gratitude. No one had ever given him something like this before. "Thank you," Aster said, touched by the gift. "It means a lot." As the sun began to set, Aster knew he had to return to the palace, but leaving felt harder this time. Chris waved as he walked away, and Aster waved back, already looking forward to their next meeting. That night, Aster lay in bed, holding the small wooden fox and thinking about Chris. For the first time, he felt like he belonged somewhere outside the palace. This new world of friendship and freedom was more precious than anything he had ever known.